Now, after their daughter Christi was killed by a drunk driver, Susan and Don Cox started a grief counseling group, and they called it For the Love of Christi.
And in the 23 years since then, members and volunteers get together to honor loved ones they've lost. Lauren Petrowski joins us live from Round Rock this morning to tell us about this year's tree dedication. Good morning, Lauren.
Good morning, Catherine. Yeah, this tree dedication ceremony is just one way that those family members can get together, honor their loved ones who have died under whatever circumstance, and really remember them and have a place to go in the future. And this year, 31 trees have been planted out here in Old Settlers Park out in Round Rock, and there will be a tree dedication ceremony going on tomorrow morning. And I want to introduce Tommy Trammell. He's the board president of For the Love of Christi out here to talk a little bit more about this. Let's talk about these tree dedication ceremonies and really what this means to all the family members to take part in this and why you keep doing it each year.
Well, Lauren, it's just an opportunity for us to celebrate and honor our loved ones. It's a great place to come anytime and just visit, bring a blanket, sit under a tree. It's a whole lot better than going to a cemetery and trying to, have those nice memories.
And let's talk more about For the Love of Christi. You're obviously very involved as the board president, and I'm sure it was something that you would never hope to be involved with in your case. Tommy, you lost your daughter, Deanne, several years ago, but you have been involved with it. Let's talk a little bit more about the organization and all the wonderful things that the organization does.
Well, For the Love of Christi was started 21 years ago by Don and Susan Cox, and we've actually, my wife and I, Susan and I, have been attending for a little over 3 years. We lost our daughter Deanne in February of 2003. And I think that over the period of 21 years that we've either served directly or indirectly about 70,000 people. It is a place that you can come regardless of your loss. There's no charge. And you can come for as long as you need to. All that we ask is that you come 3 times, and by then you ought to know whether or not For the Love of Christi can help you.
70,000 people, that's amazing. You're helping so many people out there, and as you mentioned, at no cost. And there are programs for people of all ages, programs for men and women, and let's talk a little bit more about that. We were speaking earlier about how men and women grieve differently, so this is a place that they can come to.
That is exactly right. We learned early on that if you put men and women together, that the men tend to be a little quiet. So Don Cox came up with the idea that maybe we ought to do some men's group, and what we learned from that is over a period of time that the number of men that come have greatly increased. And so we get together twice a month on Monday nights, and just a men's group, and we can just kind of, as men, let it all hang out. And we do all different kind of groups. So we do couples groups, we have groups specifically for suicide. We don't compare losses. Whatever the loss is, Lauren, you're welcome, and we do the best that we can to help you to find hope in the future.
All right, Tommy. Well, thank you so much for coming out here this morning and talking with us a little bit and sharing your story. And you're doing amazing things, being involved with For the Love of Christi. And tomorrow there will be this tree dedication ceremony going on out here at 11 a.m. at Old Settlers Park in Round Rock. Anyone is welcome to attend. There's going to be a dove release and, of course, the dedication. Back to you.